Hello, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to TKKN and Buff Save the Universe, episode 36. I'm Chris Adams, the TKKN Master, joined by.
Very tired, Buff Larkin. Um, in the end, when all is said and done, Tekken, I really don't. I really don't think that the lady was a prostitute.
Okay.
I think she just lived close to the store, and she was just looking for a ride, but in the literal sense, not the figurative sense. So I think that's how it is. So, just because I know you were wondering, and I just wanted to make sure I wanted to clarify because I haven't seen her since, like asking people for rides. So I said, okay, no, she wasn't a prostitute. She's just looking for. She got a ride. She got the ride she was looking for.
Okay.
Is how that is. Yeah. Hi everybody. I have had a little sleep over the past weekend, and I've had to work more shifts than I ever thought I would in the span of 3 days, and so I'm very tired. Um, we are. So you're gonna get a very lackadaisical Buff Larkin, but we wanted to do this because the PS5 is out, and we wanted to take a look at everything that we could to give you the best knowledge. And so this is gonna be the less humor, as you can already tell by the first 3 minutes, side of me, and we're gonna get into the more detailed and analytical side of me. And of course, Tekken, who brings always his A game. We'll be talking more about the PS5, which I was calling the PS4 in the pregame. So that's a step in the right direction. So, anyways, PS5 is out and it is coming out. When's the date, Tekken?
November 12th.
And what time is the speaker box coming out?
November 10th.
Oh, so
Well, I mean,
because
actually, it's like, depending on the territory you're in, but in our territory, it's the 10th and the 12th. So,
if we take the Xbox and we take the PS5, is it the speaker box for the Xbox and the Love Below for the PS5? I think that's what I would consider that to be. What do you think?
I, I don't know.
Yeah,
They're
that's what I'm
not
going to call it.
albums or
The,
songs, so it's
the
not.
the Love Below. That's what when you think of the PS5 and what PlayStation's always done, it's that Love Below. Anyways, but that's okay. So uh, what having the advantage of having 2 days is it going to be that big of an advantage for Microsoft?
It's not going to matter because the launch notes is either going to be, available or they're not, or they're going to be. I mean, I imagine on launch, you know, if there's, I have no idea if there's going to be any like surplus supply outside of like the pre-order units. So it's like it ultimately comes down to whoever ships more. I mean, okay, here's the thing, dude. It's like it's very dependent on like a lot of things because it's like who ships more because I'm pretty sure pre-orders are going to sell out, and it's just a matter of like going from like you basically have to take like the first month or 2 months into consideration. You can't just be like the first day because obviously they're all going to sell out in the first day. So it's not what do you mean what specifically in that
I'm
question?
just saying, with the Xbox coming out 2 days earlier, are we going to see a massive shift? More people jumping on the Xbox because it's out 2 days earlier.
No,
But you're saying,
it's like
and
it's only 2 days. It's like I don't think the the being available for an extra 48 hours is going to move a lot of people on that issue.
and price point, they're offering a different price point for. So they have the Xbox, is it Series S?
Mm-hmm.
That is the cheaper one.
Yes,
Now, why is it the cheaper one?
it's cheaper because it has a similar processor that's not the same because it's like a bit like slower, but then also the memory it has 10 gigabytes instead of 16 gigabytes. It also has less storage at 512 versus 1 terabyte.
So,
And oh yeah, also it only outputs in like 1080p and 1440, not 4K.
or 8K.
And it only up converts to 8K, so
Okay. So, why put it out then if it's lacking? Is this because it's a price point issue? They could push more,
yeah. I
or
mean,
okay,
I, I mean, obviously that's like, I mean, it's like why else would they do it? Like, there's no other reason to like nerf it and then be like, here's your next gen, but it doesn't do 4K. So it like doesn't make any sense. It's like if next gen's 4K, why buy 1080p or I'm sorry, well 1080p 1440 because 1440 is like not 4K. So it's like, I'm whatever 1440. Nobody even like most people don't even know this, but like basically it's not 4K. So it's like why would you even care about like upgrading if it's not going to be 4K and amazing graphics?
Because some parent out there is going to buy it. And they're going to say, look, son or daughter, here's this look, I got you an Xbox.
I mean, I guess
And
that's a good point. Like, stupid. I mean, well, I can't believe
well,
I love that. Stupid kids wouldn't know, but like kids don't. I mean, kids don't know. I mean, I imagine kids don't know the difference, and like it didn't. It wouldn't make a difference to them if you like had like one side by side, and it's like one's 4K, one's 1440.
so
It looks good. It
no,
look the same to them.
you knowing the Xbox, all right, from the many that you have, how many games could you put on the memory of that Xbox that you just mentioned?
It depends, dude. Like, ugh,
But well, let's take
512 is not a lot. It depends on the size, but it's like that's possibly like at least four, but then at most, depending on the size, two, four, six, eight, 8 to 10. I mean, you could have like more like smaller games, but it's like that's only if you like to play small games. And then you'd
eh,
have a ton of small games, but it's like most games are not small games. They're like
yeah,
major games.
yeah, and everything has to be downloaded onto your memory. Like say your Red Dead Redemption, right?
Hmm.
And it's like 100 just off the hop, right? So that takes a lot of memory and processing and all that kind of stuff. And you're telling me that they're at least offering in this cheaper model a weaker processor and not as much memory.
Well, the thing is like the storage expansion cards. We don't know how much they are. I'm imagining when they go for pre-order in 40 minutes, we'll know because they might be on the store to like pre-order. But until then. But I think
So
there's also that like there's a reason why that they did that, and that was to sell the memory cards. So it's like you can spend less on the console, but you're going to end up buying memory cards.
yeah. So you're telling me we got 40 minutes to talk here.
No, I'm not.
That's good.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not.
You're gonna
No, I'm not getting one.
Well, are you gonna well, isn't everything on at the same time? The cheap one and the big one, or
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna get one.
Dude, I thought it over, and then I also pre-ordered PS5, and it's like, yeah, I'll wait, because it's like I already know. It's like, dude, it's like yeah, okay. Here's the thing: is like because of the leak, it had like it had a lot of juice to it, a lot of pop. But then like after PS5 came out, I was like, well, here's what we got. It's like, yes, very nice, because it's only 500, but there's only 400 for digital, which is basically 400 for digital is the same as PS4 was at launch, and it's like that's insane to me. It's like I can spend the same amount of money on the new console that I spent on the last console at launch on day one. Like, get that out of here. Like, that's not even like up for discussion. That is like, that's like, dude, you got me. A
And
that, and
that's
then
it.
B, what do they have day one to play at launch? Nada, except for third party stuff because before yesterday, and they went on their shopping spree to buy a publisher and studios and IP. Didn't really have a lot in their portfolio going on there. So yeah.
They don't
I
have
mean,
nothing
even
down
then
the.
though, they still don't because I have said F Bethesda in their games because I'm not a fan. You can just look at what I said about Skyrim. It's okay, whatever. People like that, but those people, in my opinion, just don't have good taste. Low standards or like easily impressed. So have fun with that. Xbox. I mean, those games also take a long time, so you're like one every 6 to 10 years. So, have fun
Well,
waiting because it's not going to be there for a while.
that's my question, right? It's like okay, um, well, we'll get to Bethesda. We'll concentrate on the task here. Well, then we'll get into Bethesda later on. All right, don't. Right now, you can throw me off the rails, and I would absolutely go that way. But so okay, so but if you look at the stats of the new Xbox in comparison to the PS5, where do you stand?
I honestly don't care because it's basically okay. Here's the thing: is like there's
You're
two
the
things.
worst. You're the worst news person in the world right now.
The specs don't matter, dude. They look exactly the same. It's like they output at the same resolution, so it's not. It doesn't matter. It's like it until we actually and we haven't seen the game, so it's like until we actually see it in action, it's not going to matter. So it's like it's only on paper. And on paper, is it more powerful? Yes. But does it matter? No, because it's the same resolution when you're playing it at 4K. It's like it's not like, oh man, it and like they both have like similar feature sets. It's like one has really fast loading, one has like you can pause and resume multiple games, which is not how I play. I play one game at a time, so that makes no difference to me. So it's like okay, so it's like okay, you have like sweet graphics and fast loading. Okay, and then apparently PS5 is like amazing surround sound. I guess we'll see, but actually I do like that because 3D audio is awesome. Like, apparently the haptic feedback. Have not played with it, so I don't know. But like apparently it's better than normal Rumble, so I guess we'll see. And I have a Switch, but I haven't really had a lot of that HD Rumble on that, so I couldn't tell you about like the whole like the Rumble is so much more immersive. I just play the game. Something happens, my controller vibrates. Just I'm not sure if there's anything beyond the whole like it's so much better than normal. Or like back when like the Rumble Pack on the N64 and Star Fox, and GoldenEye, or DualShock on the PS1. It's like oh man, so much better than just like that whole something happens and it vibrates. It's like now it's just so much more than that. Oh, I can feel the pavement as I'm driving my car down the road. It's like I have no idea if it's like that. So it's like whatever, dude.
When was the last time you started your car?
It's been a couple months. I need to do that
Mm,
because I might have to go outside soon.
mm, mm. Oh, good luck to you, buddy. You left that. You left that. What? Have you even seen your car in the last couple
I
months?
haven't. I was like, whatever. I don't need to. Well, I'm not going anywhere, so it's like I don't need to like. It's like whatever. And like I'm pretty
What
sure it's going to
happened?
start because it's a quality vehicle. So
What happens if there's your tires have been taken off and they're on blocks or something like that?
I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
We're pretty sure, but not 100% sure. Well, let's hope. Yeah, let's hope your car starts first and foremost, because it's been sitting by itself for 6 months. But well, I have faith in
It
you.
has been six
Right?
months. It's been like 2 to 3. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay,
I have good faith my car will start.
good. But I'll put my faith in your faith. There you go. All right, so let's talk about the PS5 then. We gave listen to us. We gave Microsoft the opening shot here, and now we're going into the PS5 land. So it's coming out 2 days later. It's coming out with two modules. One is what, 499. The other one is 399.
Mm-hmm.
For up here in Canada, you tack on $100 on either side for that because of our exchange rate. So you're looking at it. You see the specs. You can compare the specs with the Xbox. What do you think? Who's bringing the goods on day
I
on
just told
day?
you.
Say it again.
I said Series X is more powerful, but it's not going to matter because they're at the same resolution.
Yeah, oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry. So with saying that, are you disappointed that the PlayStation didn't try to up their power
No,
to try to match?
that
Because it's all
power
about
is irrelevant. It's not. It doesn't like. Okay, here's the thing: is like they both do ray tracing. I think I'm pretty sure they both do ray tracing, or it'd be like a whole thing. Actually, yeah, they both do ray tracing, and it's like they both do 4K. So it's like you know, basically between the two, it's like there's not a lot going on there as far as like I do this that you don't do because it's so similar. And then it's like, yeah, there's all this like, oh, RAM, processor speed, blah blah blah. But after a certain point, it doesn't really matter because it's like I said, it's just 4K video that you're watching, and it's not like it's gonna be any better or worse on one or the other. It's exactly the same.
okay. What isn't the
I mean,
same
that being
is
said, once we see the games, we can like, we can actually get in the guts of like, looking at the frame by frame. How is like the frame rate? How is the resolution? Well, I guess that's the thing. There's like the frame rate too, but it's like honestly, I'm not a high frame rate person. Like I can't honestly tell. Like, or I've like yet to have the experience of like, oh man, I can tell the frame rate. So this is so much better. So maybe, but we'll see.
you can tell when games have slower frame rates,
Yes, it's
but
like
you
I can
just
tell when it's
can't.
slower, but I can't tell when it's like good. I can only tell
Yep.
when it's bad.
There you go. Okay. So let's talk about the games that are coming out then for the PS5 at launch. Now, do we know what games are coming out for the Xbox at launch?
Um, Maybe I could look it up real quick. I don't know off the top of my head because I just stopped carrying. So
Okay. Well, you look it up while I talk about prostitutes. Okay. So then, no, I'm just kidding, just kidding. I will tell you that we didn't have a shoplifter yesterday, and that was a very good positive in the right direction for us. We had to keep an eye on people. Like as soon as I got into work, there's a guy who ran towards the door on the outside. He ran to get in. I'm going, oh God. As soon as I get in, somebody's already trying to steal stuff. But no, he just grabbed some stuff and paid for it. I said, oh, that's good. You're just energetic about life. That's good. And yeah, so that nobody with a stick, nobody trying to steal steaks. It was a good day. It was a good day for me. All right. So, and now that I've given you enough lead time, what games are out for Xbox at launch?
hold on, I'm trying to find a good list for this because it's spaced out weird on this site I'm on. Oh, here we go. Okay, Xbox Series X launch games on release. So we've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, Dirt 5, Fortnite, Gears Tactics, Tetris Effect Connected, Yakuza Like a Dragon. That's it.
So they have
November
what?
10th, 2020.
And you said that's what, 4 games or five?
That's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Ooh. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla
Mm-hmm.
for the Xbox, but not for the PS5. That's
It'll be
interesting.
there. It's probably just not listed for some reason right now. Because I
Oh,
don't know
sure.
why it would be on one but not the other. Actually,
And
never mind. Oh wait, no, I think I don't. That's You know what? I don't. I. It's whatever. I think you can look at this list and say anything that's here at launch is going to be on PS5 at launch because that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like why it's a third-party game that's not there at launch. But then, but that's weird because it's like it's not confirmed, so I'm not sure. Like, yeah, what's up with that? That is weird. Now I'm confused because I don't know why it would be on one but not the other when it's just 2 days later and it's third party. Because I know Destiny is going to be on there. It's just 2 days earlier, but it's not on the list. That is weird, huh?
and that's a very special word for you, Destiny. So, and it's Destiny 2, and it's just an add-on, isn't it?
It's just
Destiny
it's just
2?
it's just an expansion.
It's just an expansion.
Yeah.
Just to sink your teeth in. Are you interested in this Destiny? Are
No.
you gonna get it?
I mean, I'm not going to, but because it's on Game Pass, I'll be able to play it. So there's that.
Now, can you play it automatically? Like as soon as it comes out, it's on Game Pass, or does you
Yeah,
have to
as soon
wait?
as it's on Game, as soon as it's out, it's on Game Pass, and I can just download it and not have to pay for it because it's in the or it's in the since it's on Game Pass and I pay the subscription fee, I get access to the entire library and it's in there. So
Why would they give that away for free? In theory, how much is Game Pass? Is what?
$15 a month. On PC, I
Why?
think it's 10.
Why would they? Why wouldn't they wait for like 6 months before they do that? Try to get as much out of the game as possible. I don't know. That's
I don't know. That's
Microsoft.
why I'm confused about the whole like Game Pass and like how they make money now. Because it's like, I think the thing is, dude. Okay. Well, okay. Here's the thing about Game Pass is like I think their whole thing about like how they make money is like instead of trying to sell like one copy to like XYZ million people, they're just gonna they're just gonna make money through the service on the subscription fee every month. So it's like recurring revenue. So
Hmm.
basically even though it's like at like 1/5 of the price, 15, 30, 45, 60, 1/4 of the price. So it's like 1/4 of the price of a game, right? But it's like
Hmm.
they make that every month, as opposed to like say someone that like only buys Madden or GTA or Call of Duty. Like that's the one game they play all year. So it's like you get $60 from them for like once a year, but you don't even get that
Yeah.
money because it's third party. So you only get like a cut of that. So you get the royalties, but you don't get like the sell because that's a third party game.
Okay.
And so because someone is paying for Game Pass, and they're paying it for like $50 for 12 months. That is $70. Wait, no, that's 60, 90. My math is off. It's hold on. No. That's 100,
No, 15.
That's
Yeah,
100 and something. It's like
150, then
yeah, it's 150. Yeah,
180 dollars.
it's 100.
108.
There you
No, it's 180.
180. I knew it. I knew my math was off. Anyway,
10 months is 150. Then you add 2 more months, it's $180.
So basically, someone that's subscribed for a year at Game Pass for $15 a year is like they're paying you 180, versus like
Yeah.
the one game that they buy for a year that's 60, but you don't even get like the full cut. You get like 10, let's say 10%, 10%, so $6 versus like the 180 that you're getting. So it's like they're making more money. They're getting,
So,
I imagine, all of that revenue. So it's like it's actually more profitable for them. And then if you look at the stats that they put out, I believe they said they had 15 million Game Pass subscribers.
oh
So
wow.
so basically that's 180
15 times
million.
15. 15 times 15 million.
I'm,
So they make a lot of money
hold
in
on,
1 month.
I'm pretty sure that's like 100 and something million. But like
Yeah.
uh yeah, like 15 million times 10, that's 150 million. And so
Add another 30 million, so it's 180
yeah,
million.
180 million. So that's a lot of money.
I think
So
so.
that's a lot more than like one copy of Call of Duty every year that the one person's buying. So it's a revenue play essentially. So it's like, they it's like the Netflix model essentially, because it's like, they get you, and then like you stay because it's such a good value, and then because there's like there's content always coming out, you're gonna stay
Well,
subscribed. So it's like it's a revenue play.
so 15 times 15 million, all right. It's different because we did 12 by the months, right? This is like 15 by the
Well, I'm
dollars
looking at my
times
calculator. Hold on.
it's $225 million a month.
There you go.
So we times that by 12. Oh no, back up. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. My daddy taught me good.
Yeah,
All right.
15 times
Times
15
times
equals
12.
is 225. So 225 million.
So they make $2.7 billion off of this a year.
Oh, you multiply that by 12.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah, 2.7. Jeez.
So any cut of that is a damn good cut. All right. Now that our math skills are impressive, impressing all the ladies out there, let's talk about. So does the PlayStation Now have that same thing? Can you get a game right off the hop, or do you have to wait?
PlayStation Now, dude. I kind of like stopped caring about PlayStation Now honestly, because it was just like not as good as Game Pass. But I don't even know like what the price is of PlayStation Now. I just know I have it, but like I know I'm not going to re-up once it runs out, because
It's
honestly I
like
play
12.
so many games that it's not really worth it for me to
It's
like
like
have it, because I always have stuff to play, so I don't need it.
it's like $12, I think. Maybe in Canada it's $12.
Because I had it when it was like a yearly subscription fee. I'm not sure what it is monthly. PlayStation
Anyways,
Now.
while we impress ourselves with more math, I didn't know this was the math podcast. Oh my goodness. PlayStation
Let's see.
Now.
PlayStation Now. What the F? I'm trying to find the price, not the flipping.
1 month membership.
It's $10.
Yeah. For you guys, and another $2 more for us Canadians. So it's cheaper, but they still make almost as much money in theory. $5 less times whatever.
And you
Blah
can
blah blah.
also get it for $60 for a year, apparently.
Ooh.
Wait a minute, I'm not sure if that's right. I think that's just no, 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 don't, no, no, no. What I just said, don't disregard that.
Ooh.
I think I'm looking at like the text. I think that's just like it's cut off from like the plus fee. It's just like this descriptor, but it's not actually. It's weird. Oh wait, never mind.
Mhm.
It is $60 for 12 months on PlayStation Now. So yeah,
For Americans.
yes, for Americans.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so let's talk about the PS5, like we were talking about, and the games that are going to be released under the PS5 launch. Now, this could change. Of course, we've already discussed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It was not mentioned by PlayStation as being on release date, but it is for Xbox, and that's kind of wacky. But let's see what they've officially announced so far as release games for the PS5. Tekken?
All right, so we've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Astro's
No, you
Playroom.
didn't. You just put that in there.
No, it's on the list, dude.
I thought you told me it wasn't on the
Well, I
list. We
was
had
looking at it earlier. I guess I didn't notice. It was just,
we
I was
I
looking at
get
so many lists that I got confused. Okay, but it's on there.
okay.
So yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Astro's Playroom, Demon Souls, Destruction All Stars, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, digital version only, Fortnite,
Mm,
Godfall, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, yes, Observer System Redux, and Sackboy A Big Adventure. But then also, if you have Plus, you get the PlayStation Plus Collection, which is basically uh, these are PS4 games that you can play right there, and then.
right off the hop. Right
Hmm.
off the hop.
I
Okay,
mean,
well,
essentially, if you think about it, though, it's like this is just like a mini Game Pass, so it's not really worth reading because it's like actually, if you think about it, Game Pass is like more games, so and they're all
but the
backwards
thing,
compatible, so it's like actually you get more games with Game Pass. So you know, but that being said, games on here are pretty good. So yeah,
yeah, they're not giving you like,
they're all the hits.
yeah, they're not giving you like, destroy all humans. You know, part one, two, three, or four. They're giving you some quality. You know what I'm saying? So let's play the game then. I like this playing this game. I want you to name, because that's like 8 or 9 games you just rifled off, right?
Yes, one,
Okay.
two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 10 games.
Okay, so 10 games. So we're gonna play the game called Tekken rates the games he'll play from 10 down to one.
Can some of these be zeros and like just not on the list? Because I'm not gonna play some of these, dude.
Uh, they can be like 10, 9, and 8. All
Okay,
right, the
all right,
ones you.
okay,
All
okay.
right, so starting at number 10 is.
Fortnite, got F that game.
All right, at number 9 is.
Ugh, number nine. Ugh, I don't know about this game, so I'll put. You know what? I'm not gonna play the Sackboy Big Adventure. That can be number nine.
Okay, number 8 is.
Destruction All Stars.
What is that, anyways?
It's some sort of like cars and people combat arena thing. I have no
N-
idea, honestly.
Do you,
They've
do you
only
remember?
shown like a brief trailer of it.
Do you remember PlayStation All
I
Stars?
do.
It was supposed to be the big brawl game, and it
I
died.
feel like it was a missed opportunity. They should have kept. They should have kept trying with it.
Yeah, exactly. At number 7 is.
Okay, so I said Fortnite, Sackboy, Destruction All Stars, Astro's Playroom.
At number 6.
Number six.
Now, right now, we're still at the you wouldn't play them if there's somebody with a gun to your head, right?
Oh my gosh, dude. Let's see. Let's see. So I said Fortnite. I said Sackboy. I said Destruction All Stars. I said Astro's Playroom. So this is number seven?
6.
Six. Okay. Number six. You know what? I'm gonna say. I mean, I already have this game, so Observer System Redux. Give me number six.
Okay, and then is it a good game? Because that's the stupidest name I've ever heard for a game.
Yeah, it's good.
It
I've
sounds
never
like
played
somebody.
it, but I hear it's good, and I
It's
bought
like
it. So.
well, if you bought it and didn't play it, that's not a surprise. Uh, but it sounds like somebody doing the ducks in your house. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like. Redux. Okay. Who wants that kind of game? Anyway, so we're down to number 5. We're already halfway there, and most of these games you don't even want to play. So that's fantastic. So uh, we're off to a good start here, PlayStation. The biggest gamer that I know, and you already released 5 games that he doesn't even want to look at. That's even better. Okay, what's number 5? And let me know if you'd actually play this game. So
Number five. Ugh. You
I
know what?
want the
I'm gonna say Demon Souls because I don't care about Souls likes, and I'm not playing
okay.
that game.
So in a percentage of 100%, 100% is you'd play this game. 0, you said you wouldn't even touch it. What's your percentage?
Zero. I'm not playing that.
So there's another one. Okay, good. No,
I
number
mean,
4.
eventually it could come to Plus and be free, so it's like honest. Well, actually, it's not first party. Never mind. I mean, that being said, they have third party stuff that's free, so who knows? Yeah, it could be free eventually. Who knows?
Okay, so now we're down to 4 games. Now
Yep.
I'm more interested to see if you actually would play any of these. So there we go. Top 4. Top 4. Here we go. What's number 4?
Oh, number four is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So bye bye
Uh,
Assassin's Creed. But that's just because it's
okay.
not in my top three. I already know my top three. So
Okay, so at a percentage of 100, what's the percentage that you'd actually play this game?
Eh, 50, I guess.
50, 50. Very good. Okay. All right. Now we're in the top three, and so far there's only one game out of these 10 you play, and that's even you're a half and half on it. All right. So what's number three?
Number three is Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, just because I don't know the price. If it's
Wow.
not if it's like $30 or less, totally gonna get it and play it because Devil May Cry 5 was my favorite game 2019 when it came out.
Well,
Cannot
there
wait
you
to play
go.
it again. If it's because
So
man,
so
so good.
so what are they adding to this to make it more incentive for somebody who's already played it?
New playable character, higher difficulty, and all the graphical enhancements of current gen.
Okay. So the prospects of out of 100%. This is 100. This is the first 100%
Yeah,
that this is
it's
like
100%.
okay.
100%.
If it's $30,
I mean, even then, it's gonna get a price drop eventually anyway, so I know I'm gonna play it eventually.
I'm talking about at launch though.
Oh, at launch, depending on the price, 100%.
Okay. What's your breaking point then? $30 seems to be your breaking point.
Yeah,
Anything over $30 ain't gonna be your. That's zip, but it's
if
30 bucks or
if
less.
it's over $30, I'll just wait for it
F
to be on
that.
sale. Yeah, if
I
that, yeah, over $30,
from
F that
from
crap.
now on, from now on, I want you to use that. That's your new rating. F that. Are you gonna play this game? F that. Okay, there you go. It's like a stamp. It's like a big stamp you put on it. F that. Boom, like that. All right, so now we're down to two games.
Hmm.
Out of the eight we've already named, you don't even want to look at them. So the top two games.
Okay,
What's number two? And okay, so we have. Well, I can't remember what games are left. So you, I know one of them, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. But there's two games
hmm.
that are left,
Yeah,
and so who is number two?
Godfall,
Ah, yes, very good. And okay, so out of a percentage of 100%, what's your percentage? That
100%.
you're 100%. On day one.
Yep.
On day one, it's coming to daddy. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
There you go. And that leaves, and so when you look at the game so far that you've seen it, are you impressed by this game?
Uh, I mean, to an extent, I am. I mean, like, what do you mean, like, just like visually impressed?
Yeah.
It
Did,
looks
did
good.
it hit?
Yeah, it looks
Did
good.
it hit? Okay.
It looks very pretty.
It hits you with the wow
A lot
factor.
of good
That's
armor sets looking like it. Yeah. And
okay.
I've only seen like a sliver, so I'm sure there's like more in it that we haven't seen. That's going to be pretty cool.
Exactly. And of course, last but not least, another 100%.
Yep.
And this is, of course, Miles Morales,
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And did they show pictures of the new unlockable suit too
There's
the
one we
other
don't
day?
know about. There's one that they did show, but I'm not sure if I've seen it. I probably haven't.
Is there one going to be like the a policeman outfit that was in production for the Spider-Man game,
I
Spidey the cop?
I have no idea.
Oh, that was nice. Okay. So that's of course a solid 100%. Like before you even go for Godfall, you're going to download or going to buy Spider-Man first. Now most of your stuff's going to be digital, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's all digital
um,
there's no disk drive.
because you're allergic to the sunlight and you're allergic to fresh air. Cheesy nacho smells. Keeps you living for the longest time. You know something? I really like that. I like that game we've just played so much that I want you to get the 8 games from the Xbox and we're gonna rate them. Does that sound good? Let's see how many games of these that you're
Okay.
gonna buy right off the hop. Which
Okay.
you won't because you're like if the. All right, so 8 games right
Hmm.
from the very top.
Yes.
Let's see who changes because there's some. Oh, for Pete's sakes! Oh, good. I thought I was getting called to come in. Anyways, you know, what I would have said to that.
F that.
F that big stamp on that. F that on this day. Let's just okay. So right from the number 8, the one game, the very worst game that you see on that Xbox lineup. Bam.
Fortnite. F that game.
Oh Jesus. We'll talk about Fortnite in a second because you're saying F that to Fortnite, which is the biggest game
But
on
that's
both
because I
systems.
don't play it, dude. I don't like it's like I don't care if other people like it. Like that's their prerogative. Like good for them if they like playing with trash. Okay, it's like I don't have any interest in that game,
Wow.
and it's
Well,
like it may be like the biggest right now, but it's like I also didn't play Minecraft, which is also giant armors. It's like I have no interest in that game. Um,
is
I
it
look at
because you
it and I
can't do
go,
the
this doesn't look very appealing to me.
is it because you can't do the floss dance or whatever they do?
No, like why would I care
Okay.
if I can't dance like they do in the game.
I'm just saying that's Fortnite. It's all about
There's
dancing.
no story, character development, all that good stuff I like. It's like it's just a oh, there's 100 people. Let me try to kill them all and win. Ho ho. I mean, there's a PvE
Uh,
mode, but it's like nobody plays it. I mean, people play it, but it's like not as many people that play. Like it's all about
yeah,
the battle royale. It's whatever.
yeah.
And you build things and you shoot people. It's like yeah, I mean, yeah, there's like the shooting and there's the building, but it's like I don't build things. It's like no,
Yeah.
thank you, not for me.
Let's talk
And I've
about a
seen people play it,
game.
and it's like I look at, it, I watch it, and I'm like, oh, this is like doesn't look like something I want to play. So no, not playing it.
That's an interesting theory. What happens if they create a game kind of like that, but not without shooting, but it has like only 60 people, and
It's not the same.
and and you have
Apples and
different
oranges, dude.
levels?
Apples and oranges. It's in one event at a time. It's not all at once. It's not like some Highlander free for all where it's like there can be only one, and like you have like a storm that just like pushes everybody together slowly but surely. That's not the same. Apples and oranges.
Apples and oranges. What about that one game for that I saw for PlayStation? It always interests me to give it a try. That what that pub or whatever it's
Oh,
game.
PUBG.
What's it? P. Yeah.
What about it?
What do you think about that game?
Same
It
thing.
sounds like the
Same
same
thing. I have no
thing.
interest. It's like a battle. I don't care about battle royale. It's like it's whatever, dude. Like it's not for me.
No. Are there any crowns in that game that you could
Maybe
win?
I don't know.
Well, what happens if that was the case? You know,
That's not really a thing,
you're
really.
you
Like a
and
crown in Fall
crowns.
Guys is like
You and
you
crowns
effing
are
earn that crap, dude. A crown in some other game is just like, oh, it's a crown.
you and crowns are it's like a moth to the flame. That's what you are. You're just
No,
attracted to that crown. You just
not true.
yeah, it's you love those crowns. Exactly. And you hate people who grab you. My daughter was watching me play the other night, and so she's playing. And she's getting close to the finish, and of course, there's somebody at the finish line. So she's just running up. I'm going, "What are you doing?" And in my head, I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then the fatherly part of me said, "Well, this is a lesson you're gonna learn." And all of a sudden, she's running, and all of a sudden, the guy grabs her, and she goes, "What the heck does this guy grab me for?" I'm going, "Why'd you run right at him? You gotta avoid, you gotta avoid him." So yeah, so she made it through. She didn't lose. She did not get qualified. She made it through. So I was very proud of her. But she learned a lesson. Don't trust anybody. That's for sure. All right. So we already talked about number 8, Fortnite. Let's talk about number 7. What game do you not even think is worth your time on the Xbox Series S or whatever it's called?
Dirt 5.
Did you say Dirt 5?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have number 6.
I already have this game, so I'll give it number 6. Tetris Effect Connected.
Is it actually a good game, or is
Yeah,
it one of those
it's pretty
things
good.
that?
It's pretty good.
Okay. And then number 5.
Number 5 is gonna be Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Now, did you with the Tetris? Is it just with newer, fancier graphics?
Well, there's more
Maybe
to it than that. There's like a
there's new
there's like a whole
character.
ability you can trigger that like slows things down. Well, it doesn't slow things down, but like it makes the screen go all weird, and you can just like keep stacking them as long as you've got like pieces that'll fit, and like make more than like the however many lines data Tetris. So it's like it's weird. But there's like a
Mm,
like it's got a really good soundtrack. It's very synesthesia y filling and stuff. All the
okay.
backgrounds are really neat on each stage, and
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's
good.
just yeah, it's a really well produced game.
Okay. Number 4.
Number 4, hmm. Number 4. You know what? Number 4 is gonna be Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
And now that would be for you 100%,
No,
75%.
what? Okay, okay. Like if you mean like actually
Playable,
spending money to play
playable
on it, like no, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I mean, I'm gonna be playing it, yes, but I'm not gonna. That's only because it's on Game Pass. Like if
on
it wasn't
Game
on Game
Pass.
Pass, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be spending any money on it. I mean, I wouldn't.
The thing
I
is,
wouldn't buy it with my own
since
money.
it's on Game Pass, therefore it's 100%
I mean, I think most of these games will be on
right
Game
off the
Pass
hop.
though, so it's like that's kind of cheating. Then they would all be like
It
100%.
is. That's true. But you're saying right now, Destiny. Okay, well, I'm too tired to get in a fight with you. You're always fighting with me. You're always fighting with me with your twisted logic. All right, number 3, top 3. Here we go.
What's left on here? Wait a minute. I said Assassin's Creed already, yeah.
Yep.
Wait a minute. There's 3 more. Hold on.
I don't know. My math is wrong.
I said Assassin's Creed
Bad
already. I
math.
said Destiny. I said Dirt 5. I said Fortnite. I
Test. Yeah,
said
you said there's
Tetris.
8 games. You told me there's 8 games in this.
Wait. Because there's only like two more that I can say.
Okay, then just say two more.
Well, number two would be Yakuza Like a Dragon, and then number one would be Gears Tactics.
Really?
hmm
What is Bulgarian's taxes that interests you?
It's essentially like XCOM, but with Gears of War characters and like different. So I
Ooh.
really liked XCOM.
N- Now you got me, Colin. There you go. Very nice. Okay, so it's a turn-based strategy game.
hmm
Oh, that's good. Okay, so that is our rundown of the games and the systems for
Oh,
the
there's only
upcoming.
seven games. My bad. I miscounted. That's why the numbers were off.
Our the title of this episode is Bad Math,
Fuzzy math.
Fuzzy Math, Bad Meth. Did you say bad meth? No, bad math. There you go. So let's talk about speaking of bad math. Uh, talk about or even bad meth. Uh, Microsoft yesterday announced that they have bought Bethesda for what was it? A
Seven and a
couple
half
billion,
billion dollars.
$7.5 billion. That is insane. This is the dream. Is it a dream come true for a gaming developer to build up your company, put out games, and all of a sudden get like, I don't know, a couple of $1 billion for your company?
I mean, the thing is, they didn't buy Bethesda, dude. They bought Zenimax, the parent company, and Bethesda. So it's like they bought both. It's weird. It's like they bought the parent company and like the child company.
Well,
And
why not?
but is it the dream? It's like I guess. I mean, depending on what philosophy of capitalism you subscribe to, sure.
Everybody's dream is selling out to the man.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Where's Bernie? Bernie will even tell you that.
What?
Bernie will tell you that. Bernie will
Whatever.
say that's the best strategy right there. Just sell out to the man. Anyways, so which we already know your thoughts. You hate Bethesda. I've always
I
enjoyed their
mean, I don't
games.
hate them. It's just I think they're completely overrated, and I don't enjoy most of their games that I've played. Like I've played, but I've only. I mean, that's the thing is like I've played them and they don't draw me in, and I'm just like I don't see what the big deal is, and I walk away. And it's like whatever. Everybody else just gushes all over them because they have bad taste. So whatever. What can you do about it?
With their celestial juices. They gush right over them. Um, I'll say this about Bethesda. I went back to play Skyrim, had a great time. I absolutely had a great time.
Remember that time it
The
was bugged and you couldn't get the trophies? Yeah, how about that?
mm, yeah, but mm, boy, you had to pick that at me, did you? Yeah. So I had that chick still on my side, right? So that's nice. But and that helped. That's helped a lot. So really, the bugginess has actually helped me. I made it sure it helped me because then I can't get rid of Chicky. I could. I say get out of here. I don't want to see your face. But I didn't because all of a sudden I'm going into dungeons with 3 people on my side with the vampire and then the hoochie that's hanging out with me, right? The one who keeps dropping her clothes at the drop of a hat. But it's been fun. It's been fun. It was a good game. Yes, I can't play one thing because I have to go find a plate and press it against a gate and force my way in, which is not the best way to do it. So, but besides that, it's been fantastic. The final dragon I beat, which wasn't that because I've upped myself to like level 42. So it's like not the band level 42, which you don't understand because you're 10 years younger than I am. But for anybody who's older than me, oh, they're laughing at this and probably dancing. From what we know from the people who listen to this podcast, they're most likely dancing to seductive songs. Um, it's true. It's true.
Uh,
Uh, but it was a nice quick battle, so that was nice. And but besides that, and I'm still playing the game. I'm still going out and finishing all those little tasks and all that. It's pretty
that's the other
nice.
thing. I mean, not to like, I'm sorry
It's
to
good.
interrupt, but it's like I feel like if you've played one Bethesda game, you've played them all. So I kind of feel like I don't need to play any of the other ones. So it's like pass.
Um, no, Fallout would be a little bit different because, of course, different setting. You can actually use
Is it the
guns and
same
all
where it's
that.
just like side stuff though? It's a bunch of side crap.
Oh, for the most part, you can
There you
stay
go.
online with.
There
You
you
can
go.
stay. Well, that's every game is
That's not
side
every game,
quests and all
dude.
that.
That's not every game.
You
I
can
mean,
you
that's
can
a
go
lot of
on side
games, but it's like
quests.
the good ones. You're like, that was a really good side quest, and it's like I enjoyed playing it. I want to play more of those. Whereas that one is just like, another side quest. Another side. I mean, if all of them were like as good as the dog one or like the
Yeah.
statue one
Yeah.
that you
Did
go
you?
inside of it, like if like all the side quests were like as good consistently as like the really good ones, you know. But some of them are
Did
just
you
like,
kill
go
the?
here, do this, go here, kill this, go here, fetch this.
Did you kill the dog?
No, I didn't kill a dog.
Good. Good. You just turned him into a statue.
Yeah.
There you go. Good for you. I finally came up with that dog, and then, and then of course you think you made a bad decision because that guy's kill the dog, and it's like, no, I'm gonna kill the dog, and so yeah, and then he goes, oh, I'm gonna come back out and cause a lot of chaos. You go, oh, great. I can take care of it with my chicks, but that's okay. Anyways, so that's good. So Bethesda, a lot of money. Um, but yet we have not heard any games coming out for them. And Fallout has been out for now at least 2 to 3 years, has it not?
Well, they had their thing. Well, not this year at E3 because E3 was canceled this year, but last year they had the whole, Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, I think, whatever is after Skyrim, that number. So they're in production, but those games take a long time to make. Those games take a long time to make, so they're not going to be done anytime soon. So no, they don't have
Yes.
anything on the horizon because
But
Fallout.
now they have that sweet Microsoft money. They can actually get more people to work on it and pump it out every year.
That's not, dude. No, that's not happening. You're insane.
Well, every other year they'll pump
No,
something out.
what are you talking about? What
They got
what
that
makes you
sweet
think they're going to
Microsoft
start making
money.
them every year, every other year?
More people can be employed now, and they can just keep pumping that out.
You're
Pump it.
that is not no, that's not happening.
Every well, instead of every like 6 years or five
That's
years, they
not
pump it out.
no,
Maybe
that's not
they
that
they cut
that's not
they
how
cut
that
it
works, dude.
they
It's like,
cut they cut it in half.
oh my
Time is
gosh.
cut down in half. They can hire more developers
No, no,
and more
no.
graphic artists, and then they can get it all done quicker.
They could do that, but they're not going to.
Mm, we'll find out.
Okay, you want to make a bet?
Sure.
Okay,
Tell you
well,
what, if I'm wrong, you don't come to Canada, and if I'm right, and if you're right, you can come to Canada. How's that?
whatever.
There you go. All right. So, besides that,
Actually, hold on. I got a better idea. I got a better
okay,
idea.
great.
Okay,
Bad
at
idea.
the end of the
Oh,
console
if
generation that we're going into, which is Series
yeah,
X and PS5, if there is no time that there is a Fallout or
oh, you're full of shit.
or
You're full of shit.
Skyrim
Okay,
or
Grifter.
whatever the F those games that are that they make, like coming out every year, every other year, at the end of the
Okay.
console generation, on the podcast, whenever I make a prediction, I can I can I can say something and I'll be like, was I right? And then Buff will be going, Tegan was right. It'll be my new thing. Just
Okay.
like Cyclops was right
That's
and Magneto was right. So yeah.
no. Whoa, 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 whoa. That okay. Right now, you just blew your chance right there. You just blew your chance. Hope you're happy. I will say you're right about this. If there has to be at least two games in this generation that comes out. All right,
What?
two games
At
for
least two?
Bethesda.
You just said
Well, you're
every year
saying
and every other year. That's gonna be more than
well, you're
two.
well, you're saying console life, so it's like okay, every other year. I'm gonna give it 2 years to 3 years. There's gonna be a game from Bethesda.
Dude, you just said every 2 years. Now you're like every two or
Okay,
3 years. Oh,
and then,
moving to the goalposts.
but then I said 3 years. Then I said 3 years. I did say 3 years. So 2 to 3 years. So we're looking at in a console life maybe what is it, 8 to 9 years. So you're looking at like 2 to 3 games. I'll go with that.
No, no,
A
no, no,
Skyrim
no,
and
no.
a
You can't.
Fallout.
No, that's not even the same,
Yeah.
dude. That's not even the same. Because if they're pumping them
Okay.
out every other year, that would mean that like over the course of like 4 years there'd been two of them, and then like
Hmm.
if they're doing them for like both franchises at the same time, there have been four because they'd be doing both,
Yeah,
which is more than two.
I'm good with that. Okay. So Bethesda puts out games every other year. Done. I'll agree with that.
It's not gonna
I'm
happen.
done. Okay.
It's not
All
gonna
right.
happen.
All right. I'm good with that. Let's go. All right. So now that that's been settled, let's talk about something that happened this past weekend, and not me working two midnight shifts. Let's talk about a great accomplishment for my good friend Tekken Master. Um, he won a golf tournament. I'll say a tournament because there's four of us. A golf match with a couple of his gappers. Is this the first time you've won an official one
Yeah.
where you're yeah? So you were well deserved. And let me just tell you this: you shot a wonderful game. So good kudos to you for winning, and kudos to me for putting a little scare in you in that final hole. Amen. And I would like to say I don't think there's no way you can cheat in that game. But everybody now says I'm cheating, and it's not. It's just luck and being good at the game. That's all it is. But you're getting better. But you are getting so much better. You're challenging me. You've climbed the mountain to face off against the gods, and you're surviving. So good for you. But this coming Friday, you have to play in your
No, I
underpants, and
don't.
you can't argue that. Yes, you
I
do.
don't have to do anything.
Your character has to be in his underpants. It's a rule.
Oh, I'll be in my underpants, but I'll be wearing other things on top of it.
You'll be booed.
Pff, I don't care.
You'll be booed by the children of the world. That's all I'm saying. Because by the rules and mandate that we lost to Sean
You
LaBelle.
you made up those rules like partway through the match. You can't
Yeah,
just make up rules on the
yeah,
fly.
yes you can. And when it's me, you can, and everybody has to agree to them. So you have to be you have to wear underpants for the
Not
game.
happening. Not
Just think
happening.
of all the hits you're gonna get on the video when you say
Yeah.
playing hot everybody's golf in my underpants, and then bam, you get that woman, that dancing woman again. She'll jump on that. She'll go, "Oh, you're in underpants too." So there you go. We'll
No,
see you in your underpants.
no
I,
thanks.
t- I'm
Pass. Do not
I'm
want.
I'm going on today, and I'm taking the pants off, and I'm gonna play in my underpants. So there you go. And JCP he'll still keep his ghost sheet on, and he'll just have his underpants underneath. You'll see his nice naked legs. That's nice. And then you'll have your underpants on too. So that's good. Are we in agreement? I
No,
thought so.
we're not.
Oh, have some fun. Come on. You're going to be going out and getting a phone. So, what kind of phone are you looking to buy?
I'm. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Time out, dude. I never said I was gonna go out and get a phone. I'm trying to get the one I have fixed. Okay. I mean, that being said,
Oh,
if there's a stimulus package passed soon, which probably isn't going to happen, I would get one. And if I did, I'd probably
okay.
just get another Google Pixel again. So
So,
yeah,
how many years do you have left on your phone deal?
I don't have a. I'm not on a contract.
So you could just go in right now and you could say, "Hey, I don't have a contract." Hey, this could be a range war, to be honest with you, because you're the prize cow, and all the and you're just wandering around and all the I nah fucking I'm too tired to even do analogies right now, but anyways, but you're the thing is, all these phone companies would love to have your business. You could cut yourself a sweet deal. But then again, you'd be leaving for Canada anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. But anyways, so that's good. So what's going on with your phone then?
The battery is basically marshmallowed towards pushing up the screen, and
How
so
is that happening?
I don't
And you
know,
say
dude.
this is
It's the second time it's happened, so I'm not sure. But then also because of that, it's the battery's not holding a charge because it was working and it was like doing that for a while, and I was like, whatever, I'll just not worry about it because I'm not going outside. But then I noticed that like the battery one night or one morning I turned it on and like the battery didn't charge, and I was like, crap, I guess it stopped charging because the battery just isn't charging now. So now that's the
so
thing. So
so how long have you had this phone for?
I effing don't know, man. I'd have to look it up. It's been a while.
4 years.
It's been years.
4 years.
Possibly. It's like, let's see, last year, maybe the year before that. At, let's see, 3 or 4 years.
Wow, you're due. You're due. Well, you can still get a new phone, but you have to cancel yeah, I'd say stay off the contract. So yeah, that's fine. You'll have to hopefully get that fixed. How'd they fix it the last time then?
They just replaced the battery.
Oh, okay. That'd be like $100.
Uh, it's like $80, I think, or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
$100 Canadian,
Yeah.
80 bucks American. You bastards. Anyways, that's good. Okay, so I hope you get that fixed. Is the place where you fix it close to your
Yeah, it's right
yeah.
down the street.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Dude, you don't want to walk down that street though. You gotta give that car a drive. Get it out there. Get all the cats who have started living in your vehicle a chance to get out, and they're sleeping in your under your hood to keep warm now because it's getting colder. Yeah, so you make sure your car is okay. You can tell the quality's gone down on me since we started this podcast. At least today, I'm tired. I'm going back to sleep. Anyways, well, anything else you want to talk about?
Let's see. So we
We're
got.
doing good.
I'm
We're
trying to.
doing good with them.
Oh, wait a
And
minute. I got. Dang it! I have notes on my phone. Well, give me a minute, because it's like there was something I. It's something like really brief, but it's like there is something, but it's not
you want
something
you
important.
have you have notes on your phone that don't work, that doesn't work, that
I
don't turn
mean,
on.
it turns on. It's just like the battery is not. Is gonna. It's gonna die. That's why I'm not turning it on. I'm using it very sparingly. Like I'll probably like put one more order for groceries in, and then never turn it on for a while.
And then you'll be so 12-month membership for Canada for PlayStation Now. Let's see what this is. 80 bucks for me.
Oh, that's something I wanted to bring up too when we're talking about Bethesda or the whole like Game Pass thing. Is like since the prices on games went up $10, I think this is like a actually probably very beneficial for Microsoft because it is very it just seems like it's. I mean, it's only $10, but a lot of people like will perceive it as like sticker shock and just be like, "Oh, that's too much money. The price." So, I think this will like move a lot of people to consider Game Pass or just look at it more seriously, and then maybe hopefully Sony can counter with a better PlayStation Now, or just like promote it more, or just like make it better or something.
Hmm.
Because I didn't even like know how much it was. Honestly, I was just like, whatever. I have it, but I just barely use it. So, because I don't actually need it. So once it runs out, I'm not re-upping. Probably anyway. Oh, here it is. Okay. So
Hmm.
here are my notes from like a couple podcasts. So, a couple episodes ago, I said something about like my tagline should be like, I don't make any money off of this, but then I remembered actually, I mean I kind of do, but it's a whole thing of like I have to be like at like the revenue on the channel has to be like $100 at least before I get paid. So it's like I do, but it's like a weird paywall, reverse paywall situation where it's like only once it reaches a certain threshold do I make the money. Um, let's see. Oh, I did say there are no maps in Skyrim, but there actually are town maps when you push the button and you can like see the world map. But then you can also push the button to see like the map of the town you're in. And then a couple, I think it was either last episode or the episode before last when we were talking about the Wii stuff and like the
It
whole
was it
Nintendo
was
consoles.
yeah. It was
Uh,
last episode,
I
yeah.
said I said Super Mario Galaxy was in my top five GameCube games or top 10 GameCube games or whatever, but I meant to say. Oh no! I'm sorry. I said Super Mario Sunshine and not Super Mario Galaxy for my top five Wii games or top 10 Wii games or whatever. That's what I said, and I meant to say Super Mario Galaxy, not Sunshine. And those are my corrections from however many episodes that was like bugging me because I was like, wait a minute, no, ah,
Okay. So, did the stripper tell you that? Did
no.
she correct you?
Just the
Okay.
when you said that, I was like, "Who are you talking about?" That I was like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, the stripper that what anybody goes on to the previous episode, there's a somebody dancing. I don't mind it. That's fine. I'm just saying it caught me off guard when you go look on. Oh, somebody's listening to the podcast, and you listen on there, and then there's some girl dancing to the music. Go, oh, okay. Um, Good. She likes video games. So, anyways, hello there. If you're still listening, we're big fans. Anyways, so that's good. So, what else would you like to talk about tech?
Are you gonna try to get a PS5?
Yes, my insider. It was gone in the first hour. The pre-orders. I told her to keep an ear open for the next wave that's coming in. Oh, we should talk about the kerfuffle when it comes to the PS5 and the pre-ordering because that was a disaster. So much so that Sony had to come out and say, "Yeah, we screwed up." You know, but are you surprised by how much of a kerfuffle it was, being that it's Sony and PlayStation, and they should know this kind of stuff, and why were they having trouble with it?
Yes and no, but because more so just because like, you know, it seems like when they had like all those announcements of like we'll have it tomorrow, blah blah blah. It's like okay, that was cool because everybody's like getting ready, but then it's like it was weird to have like the retailers go over their head on that. And then I'm kind of curious if like you know having a digital only version of a console was why like the retailers were like you know what, screw you, we're gonna we're gonna revolt here and stab you back on this one. So it's like it's like I don't know who's at fault 100% on that one, but it was a very bad rollout. Yes.
Good.
That being
Excellent.
said, though, I do like on the one, it is like a fortunately, unfortunately situation. Like I feel like on the one hand, um, as much as a cluster F as it was, you know, getting one, I prefer that to the like having the day and date specifically of like, oh, this is when it's going live, and then having all the people with their like bots to just like get them, and then proceed to just scalp them at the ready.
Okay, so how did they prevent? I'm old, so I'm not quite sure how this works. So how did they prevent the bots from kind of they just it's one of those things that okay they go to pre-order and then they say look for the traffic lights or look for the crosswalks and was there a bus? How many pictures have a bus in it? And like is that what they did and just to stop the bots from coming through?
Oh no, because they just went up like instantly without like any preparation. People didn't have like time to like set up all their bot software and like
Bots.
scripts and all that stuff. So it's just like okay, well, it actually gave us low people or us nobodies like the chance to like actually get them as opposed to like having to fight against bots that were like automated to just like click 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 click. So yeah, or click order
Did you
blah blah blah.
did did you buy the
Because
warranty?
the no, there is no warranty to buy. Because
What?
I mean, I imagine it comes with a warranty, so it's whatever. But like the
One
GTX,
one year warranty.
because the GTX 3080 Nvidia cards that like went out, I believe like if not the next day, but like sometime recently, like
Yep.
those went out and those sold out in like not even like easily, probably like easily less than an hour, probably like less than that, because like the bots and like the people that use them had like already set up all their stuff to like just completely buy all the buy all the shipments and all the orders up before anybody else that was like an actual person had a chance to, and it's like that's super unfair. So it's like on the one hand it sucked, but like on the other hand it was like it was actually kind of fair because it like took out the whole unfairness of that. And then also they are like they have like these rolling pre-orders still going out every how like whenever they pop up now. So it's just like you just gotta hope that you get in between now and launch. But then even then, like Amazon sent out the email the next day, and that's when I got mine from the because Gamer hooked me up. So it's like I got one through Amazon, but then like I got the email the next day of like we might not be able to like deliver on launch day. So it's like that's still up in the air. But then luckily I got the email from directly from PlayStation of like, oh well, actually you've been selected, Charlie. Come to the chocolate factory, and I was like, yes, yes. So that
Your
was just
name's
like
not
that made my
Charlie.
day. That made my day. I was like, yes, I've been chosen. I can go to the
That
mothership. It'll be
oh
great.
that's your name's not Charlie.
I was making an analogy, Buff. Jeez. Charlie and the
Well, you
Chocolate
ca-
Factory, Willy
you can you
Wonka.
can't you can't even go to the chocolate factory. You'd have to go outside for that. Why
I
why you
was
drive? Why don't, are you gonna drive to the chocolate factory, but you won't drive
I
anywhere
was
else?
making an analogy, dude.
Where's your priorities, man? Where's your you Tech, and I'm old enough to understand your analogies for good. Charlie. Anyways, that's good. So you officially got one though. It will be in your hands.
Yes.
How is it gonna how is it gonna be delivered to your place?
Well, actually, that's the problem because that's the other
Yeah.
thing that like effed up my whole like. I mean, on the one hand, it's really weird because it's like I was ready to go outside for this, so it's like when I was able to get my pre-order, I was like, yes, I don't have to go outside. I don't have to go into a GameStop. So it's like
Get the
I
hazmat
had like
suit.
I had a couple curveballs here. So it's like a that happened because I was like, okay, well, I might have to go outside. But then like they had those, everything went live like earlier. So it's like every store had like 12 or however many units, and those sold out like instantly because it's like, pfft, good luck with that if you're like not there already in line. And then let's see, so that happened, and then in March, my apartment complex sent out this email of like, due to COVID, we're not taking packages at the leasing office, blah blah blah. So it's like, well, crap. Well, that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like on Amazon, at least you can like set, you can like have your delivery, um, instructions to like leave it at my door. But I haven't actually used it to see if that's how it works. So there's so many weird things going on right now. So basically, because my phone's having issues, I'm like, maybe it's the USB cable because it's kind of jank right now. If I took a picture of it, it's kind of falling apart. So I just like bought a pack of like five, and I was like, whatever, dude, I'm gonna need one to like charge my DualShock or whatever the DualShock fives are called. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like so it's like, okay, then that's supposed to be arriving today, and I'll see if they actually follow directions. And it's like, so there's that, but it's like I didn't pre-order my accessories from Amazon, and I think they're out of the headset, so it's like I don't really want to like have to wait. But I
Hey,
did
so
order.
so we have to get different headsets.
No, I think some of them work, but I'm just getting
What
the
about
one.
my PlayStation Gold thing that I just got? You telling me I'm gonna have to get another
I'm
one?
pretty sure the PlayStation blog they put a post up about that, dude. Like most of the accessories will work. Like the camera will work, some other stuff will work. I'd have to look it up, but it's
Oh, good,
like you're not completely screwed except for
good,
controllers.
good.
Um,
So
but
I can play golf in my underpants, figuratively and literally, on Friday night.
if you wanted to,
That's good.
yes. I don't.
And do my push-ups and planks in my underwear. Good, perfect.
So there's the whole like Amazon will deliver to your door, but I haven't tried using it, so I don't effing know if it's gonna actually show up here and like be delivered that way, as opposed to like going to like the leasing office and like them like not taking it and then just being stuck in like the post office or like UPS or wherever, then having to like go to like another physical location, which is like I don't want to be infected, and so there's that, and then there's also like the order from Sony I put in because it's like, well, I don't know how that's being delivered and if that's gonna like get in my door and then like not to the leasing office. So it's like on the one hand, I dodged a bullet because I don't have to go anywhere, but then it's like I have no idea if my packages
It
are gonna
was
like
gonna.
be at my door or if I have to like go somewhere else. And then there's also like the possibility like someone just like takes it off my doorstep. It's
Hmm.
like, oh, it's in the hallway in front of my door, and
Well,
some a-hole took
thing
it.
is, they can't get into your apartment complex, right?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, they
There's
can
no
lock.
locks here except
Oh
for on like
God.
my door that's to my apartment.
So
So
is there gonna be like, are you gonna be out there with like sitting in a lawn chair out in front of your
I've
door
thought about it.
with a shotgun?
I mean, obviously, I don't have a gun, so no,
Well, you have a fake shotgun,
I don't have a fake
and
shotgun.
I'm just saying, keep going, keep going. Well, you know it's gonna be delivered, right? They'll tell you. Will they give you a specific time on? Hey, this will be delivered. No, it
I
won't, because
mean,
it'll
they'll
just
give
say,
me a shipping notification and I can track it. But actually, you know what? I might be able to do that if my phone is working because I can get like the text when it's like getting notifications on like where it's at. So I might be
yeah.
able to just like track it and then like be standing out
If
or have my
your
door
phone
cracked
works,
open like when it's like nearby. Just make sure. It's just like not even
I
close
I
the door when it's like on its way and be like just constantly watching the hallway. But then that
can
would
I tell
like
you?
I don't want to have the door open if someone walks by because it's like COVID. So it's like that's weird. But
Can I tell you? Can I tell you how it's gonna happen?
okay.
You're gonna have your notification, and you're gonna be out on your balcony, right?
Hmm.
And then you're gonna see the truck go by, and you're gonna just jump off your second floor balcony and and land on the. And then you're gonna start chasing the truck. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. You're gonna hop on the back of the truck, rip the back door open, go in and grab the first PS5 you see, then jump out of the truck and walk away. There you go.
My
I know
balcony
you.
doesn't face the street or the parking lot, so that wouldn't happen.
Oh no. No. You're just this is gonna be this thing. Well, it's gonna be just fine.
But
It's
then,
just gonna be just fine.
but then also, I have like three other PS4s I was gonna trade in for my PS5, and because this happened, I'm just like stuck with them now, and I don't know what to do with them.
Well, you can send one to
But I know
me.
what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna trade them in for the Series X because I'm just like, on the one hand, but then it's like because of the whole situation of like the Series X is like I know it's not gonna be available for like a while if you can just like walk in and buy one. So I'm just like I have no idea when I'm gonna get rid of these things. So it's just like I was ready to just trade them all in to like pre-order PS5 and like have that money go towards that. But then the thing I'm also gonna do maybe is instead of doing that, just like trade them in for PSN money, and then I can like use that to like buy my games, and then I'll be
Uh,
like able to
Well,
get like a bunch of games without having to spend any money.
since you're doing all digital, that's a perfect idea. That's perfect. Build up that wallet, and then you don't have to worry for a little bit.
And also I could like also use it towards pre-ordering Cyberpunk, and that'd be great. So it's like yeah, I got all pre-order all my games. I'll be
Yeah.
ready.
When it comes out in 8 years, what's gonna come first? Cyberpunk or a Bethesda game.
Cyberpunk. It's the next week after launch, and there's no Bethesda
Sure,
games until, at
sure.
least
Until it
on
gets
Xbox
delayed.
One, until effing who
And
knows?
Cyberpunk's coming out for the PS4, right?
Yeah.
Not for PS5, not yet. Because it'll take like eight more
Mm,
years for
I mean, you'll
PS5.
be able to play with backwards compatibility, but then they said it, they won't have a enhanced version until later next year.
All right. That's good. That's good to know. I can sleep at night. Speaking of sleeping, I'm gonna head back to sleep. So, would you like to? You have any more things you'd like to talk about?
I think the thing that's being overlooked with the Bethesda purchase is the properties that they got. So they didn't. Besides, I mean, they got like obviously they got Elder Scrolls and effing Fallout, but it's like they also got id Software, who makes a ton of good FPS games, like Doom, Quake, Wolfenstein. Those are all owned by Microsoft now, which is insane. So it's like I just can't believe like they own so many good like their portfolio because Bethesda themselves was like finally starting to like grow their portfolio to like be a decent publisher, and then like at their like growing moment they like swooped in and got pouched or poached, which is insane. So it's just like the fact that like Microsoft was able to like do all that and then like get everything else and then like Evil Within 2, it's like it's just insane to me. It's like I mean on the one hand that's weird, but then I like knowing that I will have Game Pass eventually. It's like it doesn't bother me because I can just like know that I'll be able to play at least the stuff that they make. I do like on Game Pass eventually without actually having to buy it, which is that's also like a whole weird thing as far as like. I mean, it makes sense. 'Cause we did the math at the beginning of this episode, so it's like I can see like why they would do that because like
So,
obviously they're gonna make so much money, but it's like it's still weird like that we're possibly getting away from like the whole selling box units of games as opposed to like subscription services and subscription models is how you make money.
so here's my question. So Bethesda is going to be now Microsoft. Will all their games now be Microsoft exclusive, or will they be able to be sold through for PlayStation? And so therefore, you're buying a PlayStation game that's funding Microsoft.
That's the other thing that's weird is like there are currently two games in development that are going to be console exclusive at least for like probably like a year. Who knows how long? They'll most likely eventually come to Series X and S. But you've got Ghost Trip or whatever the Ghost whatever Ghostwire Tokyo Ghostwire or whatever it's called, and then Deathloop. So those two are like going to be exclusive to PS5 for like a year or who knows how long. And then, but yeah, they're published by Microsoft, or but that well because they're owned by Microsoft, and they're published by Bethesda. You could say it's published by Microsoft, which is like weird. But then you can also say like, will they not put out their like AAA stuff that when it does come out like Starfield and Elder Scrolls and Fallout, like when those come out, like will they not put it on PS5 or will it only be on PC and Xbox? So people are speculating that won't be the case. And if you look at or in the Blind Forest, that did go to Switch. So like we are in like this weird place where like Microsoft is for whatever reason playing nice with the other publishers, or I'm sorry, the other platform holders, and it's like okay, well this is weird because like even though they are not that
Why
platform
not?
holder, they're putting their stuff out on that platform, and
Damn
it's
right. Make the money.
it's but that I mean that
They have
is.
to make that $8.8 billion back. So, yeah, frick. They can do that what in 1 month of their service, but at the same time, it's like they want to go out there, make us money. It's like the Trojan horse. Yeah, you're buying a game, but you're also funding Microsoft. So it's like, okay, oh, there you go. Thank you very much. They'll take the extra cash. Why not? And that's the smartest thing to do. That is the smartest thing
I
to
mean, I
do.
guess.
Stop,
Go ahead.
because now they're becoming a publisher too, right? On top of it, like they own these
Oh
companies,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like they
and
could be
and
like a platform holder that's a publisher, but they're also like a publisher to other platforms.
yeah, it's like if this is okay, it's the anti Nintendo. Let's go with that. See, because Nintendo,
That's true.
Nin-
Or
yeah,
reverse
because
Nintendo. Yeah.
yeah, or anti Nintendo. So it's like okay, would you see what happens if Mario was played on the Xbox or PlayStation, right? All of a sudden, Nintendo's throwing it all out there, but the money you're buying from Mario there would be given back to Nintendo. So so but no, because Nintendo's saying no, we're not going to share our property. We're going to keep it all hoarded in and make you buy our stuff, right? Well, and then again, that's a very drastic side of things, right? Because we're talking about Mario as opposed to whatever blah 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 game you're talking about, Death in the Forest or what it was called, right? It's a big it's a big drastic difference, right? It's not like they're throwing Halo out there and saying
Oh.
here Nintendo play with Halo. No, they're it's a piddly, it's a spit in the water compared to like a Mario would be a giant boulder coming in. No, it'd be like a comet coming in or a meteorite coming in from the heavens coming down and crashing into the earth would be if Nintendo Mario played on the PlayStation, right? That's the kind of impact it would have. Death in the Forest or whatever it is as a little spit in the water. That's like a fart in your general direction kind of thing right there. But no, it's like so. But the thing is, it's the little things to start,
I mean,
and then
see, I want to be hopeful, but it's like it's not in their nature, dude. It's like the spider and the frog, or not the spider and the frog, the scorpion and the frog. It's like I don't trust them. I just don't trust them. It's like
yeah,
why would they be
it
doing this out of their
well
own goodwill? They're an evil corporation.
the thing is, so would Sony. Sony would be the same thing,
Yes, they
and
are.
Nintendo
They're
would be the
all
same
evil,
thing.
soulless, multinational corporations. Like I don't trust them at all.
Yeah,
Like
if
they're not
it
nonprofits that like do good just for the sake of doing good. It's like no, it's in
if
it for me and like money, money, money.
if
No ching
Bernie
ching, no
taught it
bling bling.
if Bernie taught us anything, it's ching ching no bling bling. Like that was his platform.
That
Bernie
was not.
Sanders'
Shut up.
platform was that
Shut up.
ching ching no bling bling, bling bling no ching ching. Anyways, but you know what I'm saying. So they're if they can make a couple $100 or $1,000 or $100,000 off of Death in the Forest, well, then by all means, but it's just you're helping propel your competition. That's all that is,
And then
right?
also,
So
PlayStation did recently put out Horizon on Steam, or so that's on PC now, which is like that they've never done that before. So
but
maybe I can be hopeful that like the walls will come down, and you can play whatever game wherever. Like maybe there'll be a Game Pass app, and you can just download the app, and then
so
you
so
can play your Game Pass games wherever, even if it's on like a Switch or a PS5 or a PS4 or whatever. Like, and then the walls will come down, and we can enjoy our games wherever we're at. Universal game. Wait, what was the word? Universal cross-gen, cross-buy. Universal cross-buy. Yes, so you can just play
so
whatever wherever. That'd be great.
would you think that the PC landscape is like neutral territory,
Yeah,
and therefore everybody can kind of jump in there, throw in their
I
games
mean
and all
it
that
kind
kind
of
of stuff?
is, except for Nintendo. They haven't put any games on PC, but everybody else is there.
But do you think their games would play well on PC?
I don't know why they wouldn't.
Okay, all right, all right, that's fine. I'm too tired to think about it. Anyways,
But I think
but
that,
yeah,
that,
so
that, that could be like a Trojan horse effect for like Game Pass if like they had an app like Netflix essentially, because like that's why Netflix is so big, is because you can get it anywhere and like you get
yeah.
your whole library and your queue and it goes with you. So it's like if Game Pass was an app and like you could just play I mean it's already on PC, so it's like obviously it's there, but it's on if they could like somehow get Game Pass onto Nintendo and PlayStation platforms. I mean, then that would actually be good for them because, like we just said at the beginning, the more subscribers they get, the more money they get, and like billions of
More,
dollars. Like
I think what you're
that's
trying
probably
to
their end
say
game. I
is,
think is
yeah,
like that is like the Trojan horse that like gets them a ton of money. So it's like this is a very big get for them because it's like without Game Pass, you won't be able to play the next Fallout. Uh, I keep forgetting Elder Scrolls and Doom,
more,
Wolfenstein, Quake, all that good
more,
stuff.
more
I mean,
ching ching. No,
unless you own a like Microsoft console, but then like because the price of Game Pass is so cheap, it's like it's a much better proposition, and it's like you still get access to the games, and they still get the money. So I could see that happening. If people, if Nintendo and PlayStation play nice with them, I could see it happening. But then I guess like the issue would be like for that to happen, would you have to have an Xbox Live account, or could they make it work through other means?
hmm.
Because I think you do have to have an Xbox Live account to get Game Pass, but then I'm not sure if there's. I mean, if they could like split that where it's not the same thing, but or like they could like merge it into one, which is probably like why they redid all that stuff. But that could be like the Netflix model. It's like you get an Xbox Live account, and through you pay your effing Game Pass thing, and even if you're not on Xbox, you're getting your Game Pass games on Switch, you're getting your Game Pass games on PS5 or whatever platform, and it's like they get their cut, and then you know maybe maybe Sony and Nintendo get a cut, but maybe not. Maybe it's not that like Netflix, and like it's like no, you don't actually. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yep. There you go.
but then see, it's like on the one hand, it's like that I could see that working, and they get a ton of money. But then on the other hand, if you're a developer on those platforms, or if you're a first party on those platforms, and you're like, hey, you're giving
Hey,
someone access to like this giant library for like $15, and like we're putting out games that are like $70, or like well between 70 and whatever the weird price tiering is weird this gen, so it's like I don't have it memorized yet, but it's like 70, 60, 50, I believe. So it's like between $50 and $70. It's like we're selling our
yeah,
games for that
yeah, and
much,
then they
and we
have
have
their
to like
Steam
compete with
event.
this Game Pass library. It's like it's not fair, man. So it's like this is interesting. I'm interested to see how this plays out, because I could see that being Microsoft's in game to like this being their Trojan horse move. It's just like because it's like they have been on such a buying spree, and it's like I hope it ends here, but it's like even if it doesn't, it's like I guess that's like the end game is just having everybody under your umbrella, and then
How
putting
much
your
would how
your
much would
Game
they
Pass everywhere
how much would you pay for EA Sports
to
if
buy
you're
them.
Microsoft? Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
double Bethesda,
It had to be a
triple
lot more
Bethesda.
because well they're publicly owned, so it's like you'd have to buy like a majority stock, which would be a lot, and then you have to like buy out the shareholders, which would be even more. So I have no idea how much they're worth, so it's like I can't do the math here, but it's like I imagine that's like if not tens of billions, hundreds of billions.
Well,
Dude,
if
no,
you did the math,
actually, I don't know, dude, it's like
if you
it,
did the
it,
math, it'd be bad anyways.
it because they own so many properties, so it's like the IP alone is worth like a ton. So it's like
Would you say $100 billion?
it's at least 100 billion. It's probably more than that. It's probably like half a billion. I'm not half a billion. I'm sorry, half a trillion, like 500 billion.
Half a billion.
Half a billion is like 500 million. So it's not. It's more. It's definitely more than
Yeah,
half a
let's
billion. Definitely
let's
more.
let's go to the bank tech and
It's
let's
it's
get half a
easily
billion.
100 billion because it's like dude, like SSX Need for Speed, effing FIFA, Madden. Come on, like that's Madden alone is like makes billions.
Hmm.
Command and Conquer, uh, Medal of Honor.
Hmm. Oh,
They've got a lot of games. Battlefield,
Medal, Medal of
Battlefield.
Honor, Medal
Well,
of
I was thinking of
Honor,
shooters, dude. I was trying to think of shooters,
Medal
but
of
like Medal
Honor.
of Honor,
You go
Battlefield,
you go back down to that now
The
the Medal of
Sims.
Honor that drops it down just from a hundred from 500 billion to half a billion. That Medal of Honor.
This,
Whatever. What went wrong with that game?
I don't know. I didn't. I never played it past like the first few on the PlayStation.
Yeah, it just died.
So it was never a franchise I was on or I was interested in. But The
I
Sims
think
is big. The Sims is huge. So that's a big one. They own like the rights to the Star Wars license right now too. So it's like I feel like man, I don't know. That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. I don't know, but yeah, who knows? Yeah, whatever. This is weird. Like on the one hand, I want to be hopeful and like hope that is like what we're going towards is just like a console or not console, but like a platform agnostic, you know, future where it's just like okay, we're this platform, but you can play whatever, even if it's on some other platform, because that's where like everybody wins. So yeah, and I honestly don't want to buy another Nintendo console because I'm just like after only buying 3 games on my Switch and like never playing it, I'm like I'm never buying a Nintendo platform ever again. So I'm out. It's like I just feel so duped on that one. Um, I will always like their games, but it's like they I've moved on. The games I like now are just so much different from when I was a kid, so it's not the same.
amen.
And they also own BioWare, Mass Effect. Oh man, or EA does anyway. I'm just trying to think, but there's so many games. So many.
It's all good, buddy.
It's like I want to be hopeful, but it's like the way 2020 is going. It's just like it's hard to be hopeful about anything really. So yeah. Which is why
Oh,
I can't wait for launch day to get here because I need the distraction. Less than 2 months away. I'm happy though. So November 12th cannot get here soon enough, in my opinion.
good.
Oh, I should
Well,
look and see if there's prices for the memory cards. Let me see real quick. I'll check that real quick and then we'll end the podcast. So you have any closing words before we sign off, both?
Me tired. Me go back to sleep. Listen, you know something? I'd like to say that this was a very informative podcast. I think we brought our good game on this one. Well, you did for sure. You always do. For me, I took it more seriously. And I think we did I think people will be very glad to listen to this podcast, especially if they're stripping.
Okay, well, I can't find anything. Oh, wait, memory card. Let me see. Because I was on GameStop, but like their site was like a weird queue thing. And now I'm on Amazon, but none of these look like they're actually official thingies. So I guess I'll just wait until I get official confirmation on the price on that. So I guess I'll go Google it real quick just to see if it's announced. Wait a minute, what day is this from? Because this is just an article from March. Pfft. Okay, well, that's not what I want. So, okay, I don't know still. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, that's it for, oh, there's what one looks like, though. There's no price. That sucks. Yeah, that's it for, TKKN and Buff, Save the Universe, episode 36.
And I'll let everybody know when I get a PS5. I will. But my daughter doesn't know, and I can tell her now because she doesn't listen to this stuff till I'm dead. She'll probably listen to this when I'm dead. But I'm gonna give my youngest daughter. Will get the PS4. I'll bestow it to her. I won't be trading it in. I'll just give her the PS4, and my eldest I'll give the PS3 to. And she'll say, "What do I use this for?" I say, "Paperweight." That that's my best joke. Sorry, I'm tired. PS3. Which one? Okay, okay. Before we leave, I'm going to ask one question, and God knows I'm giving you a bullet with this gun. All right, all right, because I'm tired and I want to go to sleep. Uh, there's been four PSs, I guess is P
PlayStations.
thing. Yeah. I want you to rank them from best to worst.
Ooh, best or worst. PS2 is God. God King PS2. Cannot be touched.
Mm-hmm.
Um, man, I would say there are so many good games on PS1, but it's like PS4 is so good though. It's like as good as PS1. I mean, PS1 is like the founder, but it's like PS4 is like, I mean, because PS5 is still not here, so I can say this. It is like
Yeah.
PS4 is like the flag bearer of like where we are and how far we've come as like an industry and as like gaming culture and just like as a hobby. So I'd say PS4 too. Uh, I don't really have fond memories of PS3. I mean, I did play a lot of PS3 games, but it's just like it was just not. It was like an era of refinement. Things were still like in flux and getting better, but I think I'll still rate it higher than PS3 just because you could play PS1 games on PS3. So it's like by that nature, it gives it like I mean, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about it, and it's just like there are a lot of good games last gen, actually, but it just like, it doesn't come close to PS2, which is why it's higher. Because they're just like, PS2 just yeah. Okay, yeah. So PS2, PS3, PS4. I don't want to say PS1 is last, or I don't want to say PS3 is last because that seems like an insult. But it's like I'm thinking about it. It's like how many. There. You know what? I'll say it. Yeah, I'll say PS2, PS4, PS3, PS1. Because even though like it's like you can't really compare PS1 to like anything after it because it's so much more enhanced than like the PS1. Not to say it's garbage. It's just like it just doesn't hold up like graphically. Gameplay, yes, but like you know it's like I said with the PS4. It's like you can like see how far we've come when you play that, and like you go back to
Mm-hmm.
PS1. Are the games still good? Yes. But then it's like there's more. I feel like there's more of them, and they're more refined. There's that too, dude. It's like when I go back and play old games a lot lately, it's like just there's a lot of small things that will just like irk me. Like it won't get me to like where I just like I rage, but it's just like the camera controls or just like small things of like I can't do this, I can't do that, that I can do now, and it's just like, or there's not just like they're not as big, the detail, the graphics, the loading, a lot of small things. So yeah, I'd say that's my order. PS2, PS4, PS3, PS1.
And okay, and there's been 85 different Xboxes. I want you to rate them from 85 down to 1. All right, here we go.
There haven't even been 85, dude.
Close enough. Feels like it. That's the
The
meme, right?
problem
It's the
with the problem with
PlayStation.
Xbox is like they always have like more than one version, except for the first one.
Yes.
Because it's like the
Yeah.
360 had like the arcade version, the core, the elite, the whatever. There's like so many different versions of them, but they're all like the same. See, I mean that's the difference between like Series S, Series Jesus. That's the difference between like Xbox One and then Series S and then effing like 360 is like 360 they're all like graphically the same. You'd like except for like the core because I think it did like composite and like maybe not and like probably not HD. I honestly don't remember because like that was the one that you didn't want, but I can't remember why because I had to look it up and it's not in my brain right now. And then like Xbox the original the Duke. There's just like the one too. It's like it didn't have like different versions. It just had different controllers. It's like the super duper big one and like the S version controller. Um, and then 360, like I said, like it had like so many different versions, but they all output the same graphics. So all the games look the same. Xbox One, it's like okay, well this Xbox One, oh Xbox One. Oh, Xbox One. So you had like the launch unit that had like the Kinect that got like aborted. So that was like a whole thing of like, oh, it's here, it's gone, it's dead, or got murdered. Let's say it got executed,
Hmm.
took out back, and put out of its misery. Um, so that was a whole thing, like and it's like the whole. Then like you had the One S, which was basically the smaller version, and then you had like the Xbox One X, which was like the super duper most powerful console ever until we came out with the next gen, which was the whole thing. Um, and like you had the S all digital edition, but then it's like Series X basically. I'm sorry, geez, I'm getting ahead of myself. So One
Yeah.
X was like the effing 4K. The graphics are amazing, fastest console ever, but then it was like held back by all the other versions of it before. So it's like
Hmm.
yes, all these games do this, but if you're not playing on Xbox Series X, it looks like garbage. Okay, it doesn't look like garbage, but it's like it's not 4K. It's not like this. And then you have the One S and the One X, and it's like kind of the same. It's like why did they do this? It's like you have 4K, you have the 4K machine, which is 500, and you have like the 1080 1440p machine, which is 300. Good price, but you get what you pay for because you're never gonna. I mean, I'm sure they still look good. It's like yeah, they look good in like 1080p and 1440p, but they probably look, oh, I've ascended from the heavens and I'm so beautiful and delicious and look at my graphics, 4K. Like they probably look like that on like the Series X.
Oh, I hope not.
Also, can someone just like please like or like whoever's naming them just like can't you just use numbers like PlayStation? Like it's just,
No, because
why is it this
then
Xbox?
they'd be like PlayStation. They got to be something different.
I mean, but even I mean, at least Nintendo like uses words where it's like it's the 64, it's the Super Nintendo, it's the Nintendo, it's the Wii, it's the Wii U, it's the Switch. It's not like letters, like a phone. These aren't phones, man. Okay, or like yeah, what the f, whatever. Just I don't like the naming conventions on Xbox consoles. It's just like yeah, the worst, the worst. I thought you can. Did you want me to rank them too though? Because I was just like pointing out the
No,
differences.
no, I'd jump out a window.
I mean, it's funny because there's only three, I believe, because it's like original Xbox 360, and then yeah, because it came in after PlayStation, so there's like one less. There's only three.
Mm, there you go. Well, there's always hope. Anyways, well, I appreciate you taking the time out today to talk to me, and this was a very good podcast, and I appreciate it. So sign us off so I can go back into the land of slumber.
Okie dokie. So yeah.
And we'll be glad to see you in your underpants this coming Friday on Everybody's Golf.
Uh huh.
Hey, listen, you play in your underpants on Fall Guys sometimes, so you can't really argue that you haven't played in your underpants. Kenya.
Well, I'm looking at Twitter right now, and then apparently it's a mess. So yeah,
What's a mess? Your underpants?
no, the pre-orders.
Are they doing another second wave?
Uh, Probably, but it's looking like the online pre-orders are like
Oh, for the
not going to,
Xbox.
yeah, for the Series X, Series S,
For
Series
speaker,
X.
for the Love Below speaker box. Anyways, okay, good. All right, well, that's something we can talk about next time. The fact that Microsoft is just as bad as Sony at their pre-order game.
Um. Okay, so yeah, sign us off. So sign us off. So that's it for taking off, save the universe, episode number 36. Be happy that you've been saved and can keep on trucking in the hellscape that is 2020,
Keep on
because
trucking.
that's what they say, right?
Keep on trucking. Oh, there you go. Let me see if I can. No, hold on. I found this. I sent this to you, but it was on the phone, so you probably didn't see it. So let me just try to find it. I got this. I got this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to defeat you with the power. We are going to defeat the negative people with the power of friendship and this gun I found. So there you go. That's our new saying.
Okay, that was okay.
Random.
So yeah,
That's
that's
a
it.
little rando, as the kids say.
So yeah, until you see or hear from us again, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we're now signing off.